There's something about time that always feels deceptive. It moves steadily, yet somehow it feels like it slips through our fingers. And nowhere is that more evident than in football. It feels like just yesterday when Messi and Ronaldo were dominating El Clasicos, standing toe-to-toe in the Champions League, breaking records we thought were untouchable. For over a decade, they gave us something truly unprecedented. Two generational talents at their absolute peak, pushing each other to the limit week in and week out. But now, when you look up, it's gone. Messi hasn't worn a Barcelona shirt since 2021, and Ronaldo hasn't played for Real Madrid since 2018. El Clasico hasn't been the same in years, and yet somehow, I still catch myself thinking it hasn't really sunk in. We spent so much time debating who was better, so much energy creating memes, and so much focus nitpicking their every move, only to wake up one day and realize the golden era was over. For over a decade, Messi and Ronaldo weren't just footballers, they were football. Two players who redefined what we thought was possible. Between them, they've won 13 Ballon d'Ors, rewritten almost every scoring record, and carried teams on their back to countless trophies. They weren't just athletes, they were artists, warriors, magicians. Yet somehow, as fans, we got distracted. Rivalries are a part of the game, sure. It's what makes the game great, but instead of appreciating the sheer greatness of both players, we got caught up in the noise. Endless arguments about who scored more penalties, who ghosted in fewer finals, or whose league was harder. We forgot to simply enjoy the magic unfolding before our eyes. The precision of a Messi free kick, the power and relentlessness of a Ronaldo header. We obsessed over proving why one was better than the other, when the truth is, they were both gifts to the game. Looking back on what we've lost, I would say it hit me hardest when Messi left Barcelona in 2021. Seeing him in a PSG shirt felt wrong, like watching an old movie with a new, forced ending. And Ronaldo's move to Juventus in 2018 and later to Saudi Arabia, it felt like another chapter closed too soon. The emotional blow came immediately, but it wasn't until years later that I realized the full weight of what we'd lost. The era of Messi and Ronaldo wasn't just about records and trophies, it was about moments. Those moments when you'd stop everything, gather around a screen, and know without a doubt that you were watching greatness. And now, even though they're still playing, you feel the difference. Time has caught up. They're no longer the same relentless forces they once were. But instead of mourning what they can't do anymore, I've learned to appreciate the fact that they're still here, because one day, they won't be. And when that day comes, the memes won't matter, the debates won't matter, what will matter are the memories, the joy, the privilege of having watched the two greatest footballers of all time in their prime. But here's the thing, we can't go back and change the past. What we can do is make sure we don't repeat the same mistakes with the next generation. Players like Jude Bellingham, Pedri, Gavi, Erling Haaland, and Lamine Yamal are already carrying the weight of expectation. And yes, rivalries and competition will always be a part of the game, but we need to draw a line. Imagine if the biggest thing we remember about Lamine Yamal in 15 years is the endless comparisons, the baseless hate, the trolling from rival fans who were more interested in seeing him fail than appreciating what he brought to the game. What a waste that would be. Football is supposed to be about joy, about creativity, skill, passion, and moments of transcendence. Rivalries are great, but they shouldn't come at the expense of the love of the sport itself. We don't have to tear one player down just to lift another one up. We can, and should, appreciate greatness when we see it, no matter what badge they wear. The way I look at it, Messi and Ronaldo gave us a decade we'll never see again. A rivalry that was the stuff of legends, a level of football that redefined the sport. But as we look back, we have to admit we wasted so much of it on noise. Let's not make the same mistake with the stars of tomorrow. Let's enjoy them while we can, celebrate their brilliance, and remember why we fell in love with this game in the first place. Because football isn't about tearing down greatness, it's about embracing it. It's about the players, the moments, the passion, and the fans. Messi and Ronaldo won't be here forever, neither will the stars of today or tomorrow. But the memories they create, the joy they bring, those will last forever. Let's make sure we don't take that for granted again.